morning. It is the 6th. It is Saturday, the day of the read-a-thon. It has officially begun. It is 10:24. We're on the way to gymnastics for Amelia, and I did pick up What Dreams May Come by Richard Matheson first. I just read like 5 pages on the couch right before we left, so I'm gonna try to use the gymnastics time to kind of, I don't know, like see how far I can get, which is probably not very far, but it is cold and rainy and miserable and yucky today, so I don't really know what we have planned. Nothing. So we'll see how much I can actually get done. I don't know. The weather is not very motivating, but it is nice reading weather. I will admit that.
When I'm walking with a house in my head, when I'm walking with a house in my head, screen doors are rusty and the roof is sagging in. When I'm walking with the voices in my head, they say you gotta jump to 2 before you go to bed. Well, just keep on walking on the road that lies ahead, and you will see.
Okay, we went to the, oh, it's dark. We went to the indoor play area, and spent a little while in there. We had some lunch, pizza. I came home with the baby, and I just put her down upstairs for a nap. Tim got off work early because it's Saturday, and so he's staying there with Amelia for a little bit. They're going to play some arcade games. So I have 2 choices. I can either clean this messy living room, or I can do what I am probably gonna do, which is, oh my god, keep on with my book. I am, what am I? I am like 74 pages in, which is pretty good. I don't ever get reading done during the day anyway. It's always at nighttime, so to get 75 pages in between like parenting and activities and responsibilities is pretty good. So I'm gonna probably sit down right here. I'm gonna read a little bit. Bye. Oh, hey guys, it is Sunday. It's 1:30 the next day. Last night wasn't like a big night for reading, honestly. By the time I got my girls down for bed, and like baths and dinner and everything, I read maybe like 60 more pages. So it is the next day. I'm still reading What Dreams May Come. I'm on page 188. If you're wondering why I'm like sat up like this, I just finished filming my April wrap-up. Let's see. My goal is I have to get this book read today. It's already 1:30. I've got some cleaning up around the house still to do, and then I have a call back for a show at 4:30. And then before I know it, it's going to be like bedtime. I have, let me see, I've got less than 100 pages left in this book, so if I can finish this book tonight and start something else today, I'll be good, because I'm supposed to start House at the Bottom of a Lake tomorrow. All 4 of us girls are reading it together, and it's super short, so it shouldn't take more than a couple hours. Unfortunately, I do work tomorrow 12 hours, so I think my goal for tomorrow is if I can finish A House at the Bottom of the Lake and halfway finish another book, I think I'll be in good shape. So far, I am liking this. I'm not loving it. I think that now that we're getting into like the meat of the story, like halfway in, it's starting to get more exciting. The beginning was kind of cool, but the middle was just kind of full of description and stuff that I really didn't care about. Not because it wasn't well written, but because I know what the issue with the conflict in the book is, what the thing that needs to be accomplished is, and they didn't introduce it until pretty late, and so I was just waiting for that to happen. Let's see, I am going to finish getting myself ready, and I have a major headache. I need to go get some caffeine in me, so I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll just do that now. Okay, let's do this, yeah. Alright, so, update. I got hit with that headache hard. Like, it was almost migraine level. I almost wanted to start throwing up. I ended up having to pop a couple aspirin and lay down on the couch for an hour, and now I have to get up because I have my call back in about 20 minutes, and of course I cannot freaking like get onto the street because the traffic is killing me. It's like 4 o'clock. Okay, here we go. So I'm gonna grab a cup of coffee and then head out and hopefully get there on time. Bad timing. Alright, that is actually done. Now I am like popping out to go to the grocery store. Tim said that he needs some things. He's working on dinner. I am just around the house, so I'm gonna go inside and get some hamburger buns and ketchup because we're having burgers tonight. Yeah! Guys, so it is almost midnight, end of day 2, and I did end up finishing What Dreams May Come by Richard Matheson, giving it a 4, I think. It was pretty good. I liked the ending. The ending was unexpected, but I think it was honestly a perfect way to end the book, and I don't really say that too often, that so-and-so's book has a perfect ending, but I really did enjoy it. In the middle, I kind of got a little stopped up and slowed down with a lot of, like, the rules of heaven and the rules of hell and how your body becomes what it becomes and the physics and the theology behind it. That stuff kind of encumbered me. I kind of read through that kind of quickly, but the other stuff in the book I really did like. So I finished this, and I just picked up Paper Towns. I'm the only person left who's never read it. I'm just on chapter 2 right now, so I haven't read a whole lot. My plan is tomorrow to read the majority of it, because me and the girls do have plans to read House at the Bottom of a Lake tomorrow, and it should only take like 2 hours. It's a really short book, so my hope is to get as much of this done as possible. But it's almost midnight. I have to be at work tomorrow for 12 hours, so I'm basically done. I'm gonna lay in bed. If I can get a few more pages of this read, I will, but I'm not really gonna get too much into it. So I'll see you guys tomorrow when I'm at work. That's when you might see me, okay? See ya. Good night. Good morning, guys. It is 10:43 on Monday. I'm heading into work. I do work 12 hours today, so you're not going to see a whole lot of my face, which may or not be a bad thing, you know, for you guys. Anyway, let's see, I started Paper Towns last night. There it is. I think I'm starting chapter 4, so I'm not very many pages in. Let's see, I am on page 36. So my goal is to get a whole bunch of this read today. It's John Green. His books are pretty easy to get through. They're pretty fun. And so far, you know, I dig it. I like it. I like his work usually. It's not like amazing writing, but it's fun. So I'm going to try to get as much of that read tonight as I can. Tonight, evening time, probably around 8 or 9 o'clock my time, I am going to be picking up A House at the Bottom of a Lake. All 4 of us are going to be reading it together. It's super short. We're trying to just set out 2 hours together to read it. That's about as long as it should take. It's thin, but the tape is also kind of small. So that's what is on my plate today. I am about to go and get some coffee because coffee is life. And so, okay, let me get out of here. All right, so I'll catch you guys up with whatever I can throughout the day, but basically this is all you're gonna see of me until probably bedtime, and about 3 seconds for you. Good morning. So it's the next day, 8 o'clock in the morning. I just got out of the shower, so that's why I look the way I do. So a lot happened yesterday with reading. So I was at work for 12 hours and I wasn't able to update because it did get busy. And so I did get maybe a third the way through Paper Towns. I am on page 105. So far I like it. I mean, John Green stuff is fun to read. It's easy to read. So I'm enjoying the plot. I like the characters. It's just a cool read. But last night, around the same time, I think it was like 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern, which is my time zone, me and my 3 other buddies, we all dove into a house at the bottom of a lake together and read it all together, and we all finished it basically at the same time. A house at the bottom of a lake. I mean, this was a 5-star book for me, and it was a 5-star book for Kayla, and it was probably 5 stars for Holly and 4 stars for Paige. Paige was talking about maybe bumping it up to another star. And this book is very, very weird. Like, it has to be your kind of book. I'm surprised because the ratings were so low for this book on Goodreads, and I haven't read the ratings yet. I told myself that I wanted to really establish what I thought of the book and give myself a rating, and then I would go into, because sometimes when you read other ratings, it totally, like it makes you, it sways you. It is a creepy book. It's a slice of a little, like a high school couples. They're not that they're even really in a relationship, but they're a couple of kids, and their summer with this weird experience finding a house at the bottom of a lake. And that's literally what it's about. It's about a house at the bottom of a lake and them getting able to like explore it and see what's inside. And it's weird and strange, and like the writing is excellent. Josh Malerman is officially a master at creating atmosphere. For all of you who are familiar with that name, he's wrote Bird Box, which is one of my favorite books. And this book is the same way. He creates dread, he creates anxiety, he makes you feel like you're in the story and in the pages, and I love a book that can do that. So I did finish this book yesterday, and I am halfway through Paper Towns today. I'd like to finish it. I don't know if I'm going to, but if I finish it today, that gives me a ton of space to read my last book, which is The Circle, which is my big honking book. So I need to try to get that all done so I can have enough time to read The Circle. Anyway, I'm going to get myself ready, clean the house, make breakfast for the girls. Amelia has an eye exam today at noon, and then I do have to work at 3 o'clock, so. Oh man, okay, I need to get myself together. I just wanted to pop in and say that I didn't forget about you guys. It was just really busy, and you know, alright. Bye. Okay, it is almost 2 o'clock, and I haven't done any reading today because we had to take Amelia to get her eyes checked because her school thought that she might need glasses. And Amelia, what's the verdict? What do you need to wear?
Glasses.
Yeah, you do. You picked out your own pair too, didn't you?
Pink.
Pink pair, that's right. So, we stopped, and like it went way long because they had to do so many exams on her, and then we had to do the frames. So we just got a drive-through lunch, and I think everyone's happy with that. And then like I have to leave for work in like 20 minutes, and I'm not even close to being ready. So I'm gonna get to work, and when things kind of settle, I'm gonna start back on Paper Towns. So but I think even though I haven't been able to read much during the day, I feel like I am making good progress. So we're going to settle into our lunch, and then I will talk to you guys in a little bit. This is what my life is like. It's nonstop. It's busy. So, all right, we're going to eat our food. See you guys. Want to say bye?
Bye.
Hey, so it's like almost 1 in the morning, so it's technically Wednesday, but I am considering this Tuesday. Let's see. I worked for 8 hours, not 12 hours today. And I just read a couple pages, and it's not because it was too busy at work. It really wasn't. It was just kind of lazy with reading. So I'm still working on Paper Towns. I like it. I haven't made a lot of progress. I'm on page 122. So tomorrow I'm off of work. So my goal is to finish this book tomorrow if I want to get all my books done for the read-a-thon. So, oh yeah, also I have my first choreography rehearsal for a show that I'm in July. That's it, I suppose. I will I'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning, or afternoon, or evening. I have no idea. Isn't this vlog so exciting? Like this whole week, aren't you so glad that you were like, like tuning in? So anyway, I'm gonna try to give a couple more pages of this book done, and then I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Alright, it's 11:43 and we are out of the house. I don't really know what we're going to do. I think we're going to go to a playground or something. I do have my book. I only read like another chapter. So actually this is kind of bookish related, I guess, kind of, maybe, perhaps, definitely, sure. So I guess I could share it. Not that I only shared book related stuff with you, because that's for sure not the truth. But so every year I take on a little project when I read my, reading wise, or I photograph every book that I read that year, and then I sort of like compile it into a video. I can, if I remember, I will link last year's video of all my books down below. So usually what I do is I try to stay on top of things by every time I finish a book I just photograph it. But I just don't, and the next thing I know I've got like 13 books that are piled up that I need to photograph. And I like to do them in creative ways, and so I have my books. I have books right there on the floor, kind of all sprawled out. I like to drive around sometimes and like take pictures that, I don't know, kind of correspond to the book or have something to do with it in some way, so that it makes for a more interesting picture. I don't get too into it, but today it's a really nice day. I've been reading a lot of books lately, so they've been piling up even more. So I decided to come out. It's so bumpy on this road, I'm sorry. To come out and try to snap a couple of pictures of some books. So because last year I literally didn't do it all year, and then the last, like in November and December, I tried to photograph every book that I read that year, and half of them I didn't have anymore because they were, I returned them to the libraries or I returned them to friends or whatever. So I'm gonna do some photography, and in the meantime, before we kind of get an idea what we're doing for the day, and if I can sit down and get myself a place to read at. So that's what we're doing. So we are at the lake at a park for kids, and I've been walking around and around this big trail pushing the stroller with the baby inside. Hi, honey. And I have created a little book prop with the stroller, and so I have just been pushing the stroller along while I read, and it's kind of like a little handy little situation. So we are going to finish up here in a little bit, head to the grocery store for some, just like some fruit and stuff for the house, and hi baby, and head home in a little bit. You see little Munchkin here. Her nose is all runny and her nose is all chapped from, she's starting to get sick and she's tired. She's being a really good sport and really having a nice time on our little walk, so we're gonna head home in a little bit. Hi. Alright guys, I finished Paper Towns. I had my first rehearsal tonight. I wasn't able to film any of it. It would be kind of too weird in our like area. I am like sweaty and gross. I'm gonna go take a shower. I liked Paper Towns. I think I gave it a 4. I usually like John Green's stuff. It's not like usually really challenging material, but I always like it. It's like fun. So it's like almost midnight. I'm going to shower and lay down, and I'm going to start in on my last book of the read-a-thon, which is The Circle by Dave Eggers. I'm just going to try to get a couple pages into it just to get into the book, and it's 500 pages. I've got 2 complete days left in the read-a-thon, so I have to read 250 pages a day to get this thing done. So it's going to be a race to the finish, but I think I have a chance to do it. So I don't want to make this any longer than I have to. It's so late. I'm so tired. I will see you guys tomorrow, and I will let you know how that goes. See ya.
Hey, it is 7:30 in the morning, and guess what? I didn't update at all yesterday. Yesterday was really a bad day for me and taking care of the girls, and it was just a bad day. And so I'm just gonna pretend that it didn't happen. I didn't get any reading done. I'm only on page like 40 something of The Circle, and I need to be over 250 pages in. So I'm just gonna say I'm not gonna finish that book today. Honey, hold on, babe. We are here. I have to take one of my girls to a doctor's appointment, and it is super early. We had to be up at 6 o'clock. For once, I had to wake them up. So we are just here on time. I gotta go inside. So just so you know, that's where I am. If I'm lucky, I'll get halfway done with The Circle today, but I don't really think so. But I will give you some more updates as the day goes along. Regardless of how I think of it, so. Alright, I gotta go. Bye! Hey everyone, it is Friday, May 12th, 11:33 p.m., so we're less than 30 minutes away from the end of the read-a-thon, and I actually got a good amount of The Circle read today. I'm on page 202, so I'm a little less than halfway, and I really do like it. I'm certainly not going to get this book finished in the next, 27 minutes. But I'll probably get a few more pages read before I fall asleep, which has to be pretty soon because I have to be up at 5:45 in the morning because I work at 7. So that stinks. I feel like my vlog this week has been so boring. Like I've done nothing except just pop on in the morning, then pop on at night and tell you about what I've been reading because I've been working a lot. And then, running around. Yesterday was a big bust with the girls. That was not a day I couldn't even come close to picking up the camera. And this morning, I was driving into a different city for a doctor's appointment. So, I've been going all day, and reading has not been a high priority. But, I don't know if I'm going to do an actual sit-down wrap-up or not. But it seems at this point that I have read 3.5 books. I may do a whole sit-down wrap-up, and honestly, I may not even upload this footage. I feel like this is so boring. Who cares? Who wants to watch this? But we'll see. I don't know. Whatever. But yes, it is almost midnight. I'm gonna go to bed because if I can get out 5 hours of sleep, I'll be in good shape for tomorrow. That looks like it's gonna be the plan. So this may be the last clip you see of the vlog. There may be something else. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So in case this is not the last, in case this is the last clip you see, that's it, folks. Stay awesome. Okay, bye.